Now then, you can call us, please do. This is Toby Foster, Bigger at Breakfast here on the BBC. Now, can you imagine 24 hours of gruelling physical and mental activity? David's put this in the queue. He says that's more than teachers have in 3 weeks. He's really got it in for him. Can you imagine during 24 hours of gruelling physical and mental activity? That's exactly what Sheffield Hallam University's Sports Pulse team are doing this weekend in what's called the HallamBuie Challenge. Over 250 teams entered the competition, and the HallamBuie, I like what you've done there, team made it to the final 10. Nick Hamilton and Dr. David James are part of the team, and they join me now. Good morning, chaps.
Good morning.
So, HallamBuie, Nick, tell me, what does the challenge involve?
It's a race from the Isle of Skye up to Inverness, encompassing sort of running, mountain biking, whitewater rafting, powerboat racing, buggy racing. It's the whole deal, really. It's everything that we...
Canoeing, bit of rock climbing.
This sounds...
all sorts of things thrown in.
Is there not just a straight road you could use?
There probably is. Unfortunately, we're not going to be allowed to use it.
That might be a little bit easier. What's the challenge about? Why is it there?
It's really a big adventure race. It's just a sort of a day of sort of fun and activity, really. But it's sort of there's a bit of history to it. It's sort of like the route of sort of Bonnie Prince Charlie, I think, on some escape thing. And it's not a drinking competition, unfortunately, but it's a big sort of...
Hopefully that'll happen on a Saturday night.
I'm going to say, I get the feeling there might be one or two sung when you actually get to the Isle of Skye.
It's quite a big thing, really. I think it's Channel 4 are filming it, and like I said, there was a whole load of teams sort of entered, and we had to be selected. And so there's only quite a small amount of teams that can actually compete. So there's sort of teams of 4, and we have to sort of sometimes race together, sometimes individually.
So how did you come to be selected? I assume it was very rigorous. You've got to whittle it down so much.
Well, it was fairly rigorous. I mean, it all came down to an audition video, which was posted onto YouTube. Originally, we weren't HallamBuie, we were actually called the Lusty Males. And so
right,
if you drop onto YouTube and look up Lusty Males, we'll pop up at the top.
Be very careful about searching for that on the internet, ladies and gentlemen.
It's actually quite safe.
Yeah, but you never know what else you might get in your Google. So it came down to that, did it?
Yeah, we've chosen on the strength of our video, and if you see it, you'll understand why.
But it's quite interesting, the makeup of the... because it's a bit of a telly thing, the makeup of the teams, there's a lot of sort of media teams, and a lot of people from sort of the world of publishing have kind of got entered teams, and they got sort of pre-selected. But we were one of the few sort of public teams to be selected.
So 5 out of 10 teams are actually public teams that have entered, and we're one of those 5. So.
And of course, you've got other things on your side because you're dead brainy as well.
I guess we try to. We're sports scientists, and sports engineers. So I guess we've got a bit of knowledge about how to get fit, how to get the best out of our kit. It's kind of what we do for companies and for sports people and athletes.
We spend our days developing sports equipment, developing athletes. So we have been able to apply that to this as well.
So that's almost an unfair advantage, isn't it?
I don't know. I think no one's really equal. No, it's never really fair. So
right.
We just try to to get as fit as we can. Use a bit of knowledge.
We're playing within the rules. It's not cheating.
Yeah. So it's going to take you 24 hours. How long is it in kind of miles? What's the distance?
Oh, it's actually there's I don't know how many different stages there are. 9 different stages. And I mean, they have to actually drive us between different stages.
Sure, yeah, of course, yeah.
But I think it'd be a full long day of racing. So
it's not quite 24 hours, but
right, yeah. And so once you've got there, obviously there'll be a big party. Do you expect to win?
I think
we're quietly confident. I would say
confident in certain areas.
Well, let's face it, you've got to beat the media teams.
Yeah,
absolutely.
Haven't you?
Absolutely.
Somebody whose main training regime is air kissing and drinking beer.
We've got some pretty good. I mean, another team member of ours. Simon is an exceptionally good cyclist, so we hope to win sort of cycling, running, some canoeing.
Absolutely, yeah.
There's a bit of risk. I mean, anything can happen. It's a long day, and there's some.
Is it one person does each thing then? So
no,
it depends on the stage. Like with the final event, the Canadian canoeing, we're all in the canoes. But like the first one, Simon is on the bike on his own, and he kind of relays onto us, and then the 3 of us do a fell race. We then climb, do a bit of climbing, a bit of abseiling, and then we run back down to the bottom again. And that's all one stage.
This just sounds like how I spend my weekends, if I'm honest with you. Nothing new here. When is it? When's it taking place?
Saturday. So they're flying us up on Friday, and hopefully they'll take good care of us.
Yeah.
Hopefully we'll bring it back. I don't know. We'll see.
Well, best of luck. Please do try and bring it back to Sheffield. It'd be great if you could. Thanks very much indeed for coming to join us this morning. That's half of Team HallamBuie.
Toby Foster, Bigger at Breakfast on today's BBC Radio Sheffield.
Just sounds like a normal weekend to you, that, didn't it, really?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
I was disappointed it wasn't a drinking competition.
It's only the one day.
After that. One day, exactly. Bring it on for 7 days. We can do that. Should we organise a team? Is it too late?
Yeah, let's not. Gareth, we're going to talk about sport. What